Welcome to Tofurious Toys. Thank you for joining me for this review of He-Man from the Masters of the Universe Revelation Netflix show from the Masterverse line from Mattel. First off, I need to apologize for being like Lil Sebastian, a little hoarse. Here on the front we have that it is for 6 and over, and it shows that there are 30 points of articulation, a barcode, a Netflix logo showing that it is a Netflix original series. We also have Masters of the Universe Revelation, the character's name He-Man, and that it is made by Mattel. Here on the right side we have He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Here on the left we have an illustration of He-Man in a sword fighting stance. On the top we have the Masterverse branding, and on the bottom we have the informational section. On the back we have another Mattel logo as well as He-Man's bio directly below that. Further down, the rest of the wave is listed and pictured: Mossman, Skeletor, and Evil-Lyn. I am anxious to get my hands on this guy. Through the window it looks like a fantastic design. It's pretty simple packaging. Pretty tight joints. First, let's take a look at the power sword here. It's longer and thinner than the originals. Here is a sword from Skeletor. I do believe this sword came with the Skeletor Molar 2-pack. I was looking for a He-Man sword, but I couldn't find one, so I made do. Here we have two gripping hands to go with his closed fist on the right hand and his shield-wielding left hand. Speaking of shield, let's get it out and try it on. I appreciate that it's not a tight fit, but the gauntlet strap keeps it from just slipping off. I like that design. It slightly baffles me that they wouldn't just package it with the sword-wielding hand installed. That seems to me to be the hand that collectors would most wish to display. Compared to all other iterations of Masters of the Universe figures, his head is kind of small. I do not dislike it though. Let's go over the articulation. Shoulders go up that far. There is a double joint at the elbow, but it barely goes past 90. I thought it was just stuck, but it looks like that's as far as it goes. Not too great. Let's take a look at this diaphragm articulation. Kind of tough. Goes forward and back pretty smoothly, but it doesn't seem to turn. It just springs right back. Looks like all the twisting is done in the waist. Leg goes forward that far, splits out to that far. Double jointed knee bends well past the 90. Boot cut rotation and thigh cut 360 rotation. Forward facing ankle pin for ankle rocker articulation. I just realized that I didn't go over shoulder rotation or head articulation. All right, let's get him set up for measurements and comparisons. That right leg doesn't want to push in, just springs right back. Getting the ruler in place, we see that he stands at 7 1/8 inch, First, we're going to pair him up with a Super Tan Matty Collector He-Man. Next up is the Masters of the Universe Origins He-Man. Here we have the NECA Cartoon Shredder. Top Heavy He-Man Be Gone. Here we have the Skeletor from the Skeletor Molar 2-pack. Check him out, he's missing a tooth. Here is a NECA Hal Jordan. He and He-Man are about the same height. Ditching Skeletor for the Mythic Legion's homage to Skeletor Keltus. Here we have the DC 112 Collective Tactical Armor Batman by Mezco. Oh, I almost forgot the 3-0 Mark 43 Iron Man. I have been intending to start this channel for a while, so any figure I've bought I've left in the package until I could get around to making these videos. This is one of the first ones I got when I first decided to do this, and I have been wanting to open it for quite some time now. Revelations has gotten a bunch of crap on the internet, but I enjoyed it. The sculpt is pretty great. I enjoy the more proportionate proportions. I'm iffy on the sword. It is clear there's a sword of power, but I'm used to the more shorter, squattier version. The shield is very well done, and I appreciate the way it is held in place by that gauntlet strap. The loincloth and boots are fairly simple designs, but I think they are very well executed. I appreciate that they are different shades of brown. There it is, you guys. This has been my review of He-Man from the Masters of the Universe Revelation from the Masterverse line by Mattel. I do apologize again for my hoarse voice, and I do appreciate your time if you have stuck with me this far. If you like what you have seen, please tap that thumbs up. If you didn't like it, please let me know how I may improve future videos. Thank you for joining me here at Furious Toys.